Your boy Jeffrey B. Healing Shame. It is July 7th. Welcome. I'm leaving here in about a week. That's pretty big news. Finally, I'm going to be leaving Chiang Mai, going back down to Bangkok, Thailand, get my stuff, and then get my ass out of here. Been here probably 2 months or so. Um, really feel stuck in a rut. There are so many things I wanted to do, just didn't get around to doing them. Um, some of my disease took over while I was here. But some things have come up recently. One is that there was a lot of crying in my sleep, about 4 times in the dream state, and then woke up with tears pulled in my at the corners of my eyes and filling my eyes. I've had this happen before, and generally what that is that there's something on my mind, there's something my body needs to process, and parts of me will repress it. The managers, the firefighters, they'll prevent us from actually releasing that frozen grief in the waking state. And so it has to come out when those defenses are down, when the protectors, managers, the firefighters, dissociative protectors, when they're offline, I can actually grieve. So this is a very interesting thing. The body knows what it's doing, and it knows, well, hey, this is when we're going to have to release this frozen grief in the dream state, when these protectors are idle or offline, not as vigilant. So I did get some grief out. Don't remember what the dreams were. Generally, I would write them down, but this is pretty interesting. Some of it is probably just grieving the loss of Asia, because this is very much a lifestyle. It's not just a vacation for me, it's a lifestyle. So I will be leaving a lifestyle behind and returning back to a completely different culture that I don't really feel part of anymore or fit into. That's okay. It's just part of growing and living in this world. Um, I do have the tickets booked to go home. It's been a couple days since I've done a video, and basically, I've just been kind of stuck in some fear, some guilt, shame, things like that going on. And I just have felt too lazy and feel there was no point in even doing a video. But I know I've got to get my ass back up and back into gear. I haven't done service for the online meeting in a couple days either. And that's when I start to suffer. I haven't meditated at the temple. Um, in probably a week already. So some stuff's starting to slip. I'm starting to slack off. This is pretty typical pattern for me. I slack off, and next thing you know, I'm acting out in certain ways, and it's not good for me. So I've got to really be cognizant, really aware and vigilant about my patterns. I'm not someone who naturally has a lot of self discipline in some regards. I used to be, but some of that left. So I have to rely on my higher power and turn it over to my HP daily to guide me and direct my thinking. So I'm an addict through and through, and that's what it takes. I do have a place to stay there in the United States, which is great. I have a friend who's going to help me out, so that'll really be good. Um, it's a mixed bag and mixed emotions. I'm ambivalent because, like I said, I'm leaving a lifestyle behind, but I'm also going to be entering something that is a little bit healthier for me in some ways too. This is healthy in Asia, but there's parts of it that are not healthy for my addict as well. Parts of my addict brain. This is not a healthy place. And honestly, strangely enough, it's complicated, and I don't mean to sound bad or negative, but I'm kind of tired of seeing Asian people in a way. I'm not saying I want to see white people everywhere, but it does get a little old. All I see here a lot is like the Japanese, the Koreans, Thai, Chinese, and I'm kind of ready to be in a place where you just don't have as much of that. Now I'm sure when I get there, of course I'll probably miss it. Parts of me will, but I just need a break. I think I need to get back, reset, reboot, whatever that means, whatever that looks like. See if my car's still doing okay. I've got to put a battery in it. I've got to change the oil, check the tires, make sure it's okay. And then it should be road ready with just a couple of tweaks, I think. And so that's what's going on. That's what I'm going to be doing. Um, I'm just trying to think what else is coming up. That frozen grief coming out during sleep, going home, got the tickets, non-refundable. So I'm going to push through with this and see what happens. As far as the teeth go, I will be continuing to update you about my Invisalign journey, but not every day because I don't change these trays. I got them on now. Really hard to tell they're even there, except for the attachments sticking out. But what's going to happen basically is, this one's gonna be straight. This tooth there and these two teeth actually looking like they should in like 5 months or something. Now this is going to take more work because of that loose tooth. Migrating this loose one over and all that. That's going to take more time, more work, more risk involved. But as long as I can keep this up, keep wearing these things, and push myself daily to not give up, then I'll be okay. But it's going to take some effort. It's going to take some persistence and determination. But yeah, that tooth still hurts. It's still loose. When I take these off and I tap it, it still hurts. And, nothing's changed in that regard. There's been no adjustment, obviously. I got about 6 days left, including today. So about 5, basically, um, before I can change out to the next trays. And I'll do that at the dentist's office. He's got to adjust that pontic, trim that thing down on a few trays, and then hopefully that'll snap right down on my lower tray. My lower teeth just snap down this time without any interference from the pontic. Um, and yeah, so we got about a week left in Chiang Mai. And I'm, of course, like I said before, just kind of torn. Parts are going to be sad, parts are sad, parts are happy. I want to get out of this routine. I've wasted a lot of money being at this hotel. They did not give me a good rate long term. They kind of just took what they could and kept taking it. They didn't really offer me, and they offered me a little discount, but it's a shit discount, honestly. So anyway, I'm mad about that. I'm a little bit resentful at them, at myself. Could have gotten an apartment. I was going to be here that long. Could have gotten an apartment for a hell of a lot cheaper. Would have had to sign a lease and all that too, and probably lost the deposit if I left early. But I wasn't thinking, and it's lesson learned. It's lesson learned. Blown through a lot of money here because of this, mainly the hotel and just whatever. So, and the teeth, of course. But that's where we are. And, I hope that I don't waver and that I stay the course going home. Even though the ticket's non-refundable, it doesn't mean I won't cancel it, okay? I've been down this road before. But we're gonna try to push through. I've got a job lined up in HK starting September, and we're gonna see about possibly starting that, or if it's a better fit for me to be in the United States, teaching, working, rooting in, and making money, making my money back. Yeah, we're gonna see. But just wanted to update you, let you know I'm back in here. Hopefully, I'll be doing a video every day again. Thanks to all my viewers for being patient. Please feel free to leave any comments if you got any similar experience, whatever you want to say. And basically, I wasn't doing it also for a couple of days of video because I was in shame, like I said, in shame and guilt and fear. And so we're going to try to break free from shame today, right? Got to love ourselves. That's all I have. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you soon. All the best. Take care.